Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Thank you all very much for tuning in, and today I am accompanied by my very good friend Carlos from the channel Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. I'm actually going to leave all the links down below. Carlos, thank you so much for having me here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for everything, the hospitality, the drinks, the good conversation. You okay?
I banged my hand, I'm the worst.
For my video, the bloopers are going to stay in the video, so I'm not going to do anything towards the end, but cheers. Really great drink. We have Moscato, peaches, and basil.
Yes.
Perfect for a hot summer day like today. Although it's not summer, but it feels like summer.
80 degrees on October 16th.
Jeez. So this is a video that I was actually tagged in by my good friend Chad from the channel A Gentleman's Journey. And I figured,
what's up, Chad?
Hey Chad and Manny, I really do appreciate it, gentlemen. So I decided to bring my friend Carlos along for the ride, and we have about 8 questions. I'm really excited to answer them. Some of them have actually stumped me. So one in particular, so we're gonna save it for last.
I think it's the same one actually, so.
So that one, we're really doing it off the cuff, like improv.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, we just wrote down the questions, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. So the first question is, who are 3 reviewers that you would like to collaborate with? And these could be retired reviewers or active reviewers.
No, but there's a retired one, so. No? Oh, it could be?
Or I think this one is 3 retired reviewers you would wish would come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Retired. Well, Jeremy Fragrance.
Yeah.
Is one. Hero.
Oh my God, yeah.
Hero was the reviewer who got me into watching fragrance reviews, because before that it was all about blogs. I did a lot of reading and stuff, but Hero, I love Hero. Yeah. Hero. And Robes. Yeah, that's a good pick. For me, it would be the same exact 3 reviewers. I mean, honestly, if I could collaborate with anybody, it would be the likes of you, or Max Forte, or Drakdoc, or Evan from Modern Sense. Like, these are guys that I communicate with on a pretty regular basis. Maybe not so much Drakdoc, but I love these guys. So, but I would pick the same 3 that you picked. Cool. Hero also got me into fragrances. The very first fragrance-related video that I watched on YouTube was actually his perfected starting lineup video. So him, Robes 08, and then Jeremy Fragrance, just because, hey, he's the highest numbers, right? And not only that, but it seems like he's into it. You know? Yeah, definitely.
He likes what he does. Sure. Or else he wouldn't be sticking around for as long as
he was on one of my collaborations, actually.
The summer. I remember that. He did the push-ups, right?
Yeah. Oh, he was in 2 then. He did Christmas last year.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. You want to read the next one?
Sure. 3 reviewers you talk to the most. I would have to say this guy right here. I speak to Chad from A Gentleman's Journey pretty regularly. And does talk to mean like interacting on Facebook or on
I think it could be anything. Yeah, text, social media. I presume it could be a blogger too.
3 reviewers you talk to the most. Oh man. Steven. Chad, I speak to often. And I'm stumped.
And Chad again. Maybe you talk to Chad so much that...
I speak to Manny pretty regularly.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Unfortunately, I don't speak to Manny as much, so it would have to be you, Chad, and Evan from the channel Modern Sense. So, yeah.
Imitsu.
Oh, Imitsu too, yeah. So, I still think I speak to those 3 more, the ones that I mentioned. But so, what are 3 retired... That's okay. What are 3 retired reviewers that you wish would come back from their dormant states? So I guess I'll start that one off. Katie Puckrick. I think I would love to have Katie Puckrick come back. There was another reviewer, a little bit more obscure. I'd be surprised to see if my viewers have ever stumbled across any of his videos, because he completely got rid of them. But it was a gentleman by the YouTube handle Wally Stinks, S-T-I-N-X. It was an Asian individual, and he would make videos like Like I remember one video in particular, he brought his bottle of green Irish tweed and he had a few of his friends smell it and they compared it to cool water. So that was probably the most memorable video, but that was a guy who was really into it because he was passionate about it. So we have him, Katie Puckrick, and then of course Hiro Yurizuka, because he was really the gentleman that got me into reviewing fragrances.
You answered first. You took me two of mine.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
All right.
Hiro. Okay. I really adored Hiro. I love his style. I love his charisma. He's a good-looking kid. Awesome. I just loved everything about Hiro.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Hiro, I'm a fan. We're friends on Facebook. So.
Oh, that's
Anywho,
cool.
so Katie Puckrick. I really loved Katie Puckrick.
Yeah.
And you know who I haven't seen in a while? I'm friends with him on Facebook as well. Tunes Fragrances.
Sure.
Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice guy, very humble, down to earth.
He needs
cool
to
to
make
hang
an
out
appearance
with.
again.
I know, and he lives in upstate New York, if I'm not mistaken. So
You were supposed to come to meet me in August, but that never panned out, buddy.
hopefully you're watching, Tim. What are 3 of your favorite designer scents?
3 of my favorite designer scents. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
So, Black Orchid is a designer scent, yes? Because that's in his.
I would say so.
It's not in the niche private
Realm,
blend.
yeah.
Damn. And I'm not even like a designer snob. I review plenty of designer fragrances on my. Okay, I love right now. I love that one.
That one. Yeah.
Uomo by
Ferragamo. Yeah,
love
that's
that
a good
one.
one.
Love that one. Love
Yeah.
one. But that's not like a favorite of all time. It's just something that came to my mind real quick. I like Chanel Allure Edition Allure Homme Blanche.
Edition Blanche,
Yeah.
the
I like
lemon
that one a lot.
meringue pie. You don't get that connection, but still, it's great.
No. I do get that connection. It's just I'm not happy with my answers.
Oh, okay.
Because I know there's something that I'm forgetting that I.
But you know what? If they came to mind, then that must mean something.
They just stick out. And I do like the recent Prada L'Homme Prada. That was a really good one. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry, man.
As for me, I would probably say Un Jardin sur le Nil by Hermès. I love that one. I think Jean-Claude
I love
Elena
that
did a
one too.
fantastic job with that one.
I love that one. In my head I was thinking niche because it's the Hermescence, right? Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
Duh. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. What can you do? But maybe this will redeem me. I actually really do like Infusion Dome. That's one of my favorites from Prada, and Daniela Andrier did a phenomenal job with that one. And then my other favorite designer scent would probably be Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. And I know it's a little bit cliche and it's too mainstream, and but I love it, you know?
Listen,
the hipster in me wants to say I bought it when it came out, and
at the end of the day, these designer fragrances, whether it's whatever they're making money.
Yeah, they are.
And they're good fragrances and they're making money, so
yeah. And those 3 are like very near and dear to me. I could have said Angelman, I could have said Lotus et Pour Homme, I could have said Le Male, but those 3, they really did it for me. So, so for you, Carlos, what are 3 niche scents? Like 3 favorite niche scents of all time?
3 favorite niche scents of all time. Amber Absolute is hands down one of my favorites. Favorite niche. Oh my god, I have so many. Aventus. I love Aventus. I love Aventus. I don't care what anybody says. All you fragrance snobs out there, I like Aventus. Damn it. And Tom Ford Black Orchid is not. It's the designer. Oh man, I have no clue right now. I have no clue.
Maybe a Dior Privé or an Yves Saint Laurent exclusive or a Chanel exclusive.
Coromandel is fantastic.
Yeah.
From the less exclusive to Chanel.
It's tough. It's a tough question.
That's a tough question. I love a lot of Serge.
And knowing you have hundreds of fragrances.
Yeah, 3 to be exact. And I have 600 decans. It's out of control. I live in a teeny tiny. You see, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
I've taken them around to my small studio apartment and showed them all the little areas where they're all hidden away.
All the nooks and crannies.
Aventus, Amber Absolute,
and Serjoff Richwood.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. I love that one. If it weren't so darn expensive, I would have it in my collection too.
I'm laughing because it took like 5 minutes for me to get an answer. Okay.
No, that's cool. All right, mine's gonna be quick. Let's stir the pot a little bit. Aventus.
All right.
Right? It's my most complimented scent in my entire collection. I wore it on my wedding day.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah. So,
And I wore Amber Absolute
testimony.
Blue
Yeah.
on his wedding day.
so I think that says a lot. I would say this one is a little bit controversial. Au Noir by Christian Dior. That one, a lot of people don't like, yourself included, but it's one of my favorites. And then my third favorite niche scent, I would probably have to say, oh, you know what? I think you would have picked this one too.
What?
Because you just said it to me before. You said it's one of your favorites of all time. Lair du Desert Marocain.
Oh, yes, duh.
But
Sorry, Andy.
anyways.
I love Lair du Desert Marocain anyway. It's in my top 10 of my whole life, so.
But definitely that is one of my favorites, definitely. So what are 3 of your favorite companies? And they could be niche or designer.
Okay. I love Tom Ford, of course. I love Dior. And I love Serjoff.
Yeah.
I love Serjoff.
Yeah. So I know there's a whole Chanel versus Dior debate. I'm on the Dior side. I love Dior, everything they've done
I
from
love
Poison to
Chanel
Fahrenheit to Dior Homme. I love Chanel too. Yeah, of course, don't get me wrong. I have like 6 or 7 Chanels.
Sycamore.
Sycamore, right? So, but I would say Dior. I would also say Xerjoff because they have some of the most natural fragrances that I've ever smelled, and just the quality of ingredients I think is second to none. And then I might actually have to go with Tom Ford as well. You know, I've had a lot of really great opportunity to network with some individuals from Tom Ford, and getting a chance to sample their entire private blend, excuse me, even Black Orchid, Black Violet, Velvet Orchid, really, really wonderful selections, really great offerings.
The Signature Collection is prime too.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, I mean,
Grave Vetiver.
oh my God, Noir Extreme, I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a lot of really great, and we could have
You
said
gave Noir
Amouage.
Extreme a 10 out of 10?
I did. It doesn't perform as well on his skin, from what he says.
It's so wild. I have to... Oh, there it is. It smells good. Come on. 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I respect you still. I do, but 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
All right.
It was definitely better than Prada L'Homme.
Oh, shut up, Jeff.
What are 3 of your favorite notes?
3 of my favorite notes. Frankincense. Patchouli. Labdanum. No, not labdanum. I meant to say benzoin. Well,
Benzoin's a good
labdanum
one.
falls into frankincense. Frankincense, patchouli, and benzoin. I love benzoin.
Okay. I love, so it's a toss-up between almond and heliotrope because they have a bit of a similarity. I'll just say heliotrope because I love Etro's heliotrope.
Ah, great one.
Yeah. Also, Dulce Aqua by Parfum Roma is very similar in terms of how it smells. I would say Plum. Plum, I love Plum. Whether we're talking about Andy
Out
Warhol.
of all the notes, that's
Plum.
what you're picking?
Yeah.
All
I don't know
right.
why. It's just, yeah, that's just how
Plum
it is.
works for me too. I like
Yeah.
plum, but I just... Like, listen, if I was going to, out of the gate, start a new perfume company, Plum? I don't know. There's a perfume called Plum, you know.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a woman's
see, I
perfume.
mean, I would try it. I would try it. And then my third one, I don't know. Probably, I don't know, I want to say vanilla or something.
Everybody loves vanilla.
Or I do love citrus. You know, I love my mojito scent, so
love-
maybe mint, maybe citrus.
I love
but
bergamot. Bergamot is used in a lot of compositions. It seems to be a...
yeah.
Yeah. So you went with vanilla, plum, and what? That's okay. I was expecting something, you know, I don't know.
Heliotrope, plum, and I'm a little shaky about my third one. We could say vanilla, we could say cedarwood. I love...
And he doesn't like florals too much. Not your thing.
Heliotrope is a floral.
It is, but it's vanilla-y, almondy.
I know.
You know. All right, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So, and the last question is, this is the most difficult one. So what are 3, in your opinion, 3 of the most underrated fragrances?
3 of the most underrated fragrances. Well, I'm gonna say Aventus because there are really a lot of haters out there. A lot of us love it, but equally as many people really loathe and despise it for whatever reason.
They do.
Maybe it's
They
too
do. You're
popular.
right about that.
So it's definitely underrated. So that's 1 for me. 2 for me. I don't know. I told you this was the one that I was stumped on. I have no idea. Maybe you go, and maybe it'll come to me.
All right, let's try this. So I think probably Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9. And I think
A lot of people like that one though.
a lot of people do like that one.
Has a plum
but
note.
I don't think, yeah, it does, right? So I just don't think it gets enough attention, and I think that's primarily because,
As a whole, you know, Bond,
Right.
people seem to pick on Bond for whatever reason, you know.
but you always hear about New Harlem or Montauk.
A select few.
Or a select few, but because they had a partnership with the Andy Warhol Foundation for the Visual Arts, and that expired, they said, all right, we're gonna discontinue that scent. And I think that was a really bad move. You know, a lot of my most underrated scents are the ones that have gotten
It's
discontinued.
not in the collection named
No.
something else?
Nope.
Oh, really? Man,
No.
I didn't know.
And I've heard of people who said, well, I think they chose to re-release it under this name, and then I went back and smelled those samples, and they
Not the
smell
same.
totally different. Totally different. So I would have to say that Eau Noir is another favorite of mine. I mean, what is the biggest sign or indicator that something is underrated than for someone to discontinue it? It's like, yeah, it's not good enough, so we're gonna get rid of it.
Which
Right,
Tom
so-
Ford does a lot.
Yeah.
One of my favorite companies.
Yeah.
All of his gems, a lot of his gems have been discontinued. Moss brushes,
Arabian Wood for a little bit of
Arabian
time.
Wood,
Amber Absolute for a little bit, and then they brought it
Bois
back.
Americain.
Bois Americain, yeah.
Amber Absolute was discontinued.
For a little bit. Mhm.
Yeah, but now they're bringing them back as vaulted and
Yeah.
charging a little higher price. But you know what? Why Eau Noir doesn't work for me? It goes very curry on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's either Immortelle or Maple. It's Immortelle.
Yeah, just like
Immortelle-
New Harlem. New Harlem has Immortelle too. So does Eau Noir.
Yeah, but on my skin, the Eau Noir just goes real like
Yeah.
maple syrup. And I love pancakes like anyone else. As a diabetic, I shouldn't have it, but. You know, like when syrup sticks on your hand and like you could smell it for hours, no matter
Yeah.
how many times you wash your hands. That's why I don't like that one. Did I pick 3? I didn't pick 3 yet, did I?
No,
Aventus,
I didn't either.
Because there's too many haters of Aventus out there. Yo no sé. I don't know. I can't think of one. I have no clue.
Well, for my third, it's not an
Oh, you didn't get
underrated
the third.
fragrance.
My bad.
No, that's okay. But it's more of a house overall. Le Labo. You know, there are a lot of haters out there. And
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I mean, Oud 27, Patchouli 24, Vetiver 46,
33.
Santal 33. It's hard to pick one. So for my third one, I'm actually going to pick an entire house because I think that a lot of their fragrances do deserve some spotlight. And you have perfumers like, I think it's Antoine Lee and Natalie Lorson, and there are a lot of really good, Alberto Morillas did Vanille 44. So these are people who brought you Natalie Lorson Encre Noir by Lalique, Alberto Morillas Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. So these Patchouli 24, Annick Menardo, who brought you Lolita Lampica's Al Masculin.
You're like a walking encyclopedia. I always have to write down my footnotes for everything. Oh, you're sickening, bro.
But anyways, so
Shit,
like
you're
they
awesome.
have, so people, no, the point that I'm trying to make is people don't like the laboratory theme, so they're like, oh, these are kitschy, and they dismiss them, but they have some of the world's most prolific perfumers making fragrances for them. It's like, no, you shouldn't overlook this. Like, sometimes
I'm a
look
Labo
past
fan.
the marketing. I am too. Listen, if you watch my videos, you've seen my wall. I have what, 13, 14 Le Labos on there?
Yeah.
And some that aren't even up there, so.
What'd you think of their new 10, 29, whatever?
Teint Noir 29, it's too soft. It's too soft.
Yeah.
I love it, it's pleasant, it's
I
wearable.
was looking forward to that one. It didn't do it for me either.
Yeah. But, so are we just gonna leave you with Aventus?
What? No, Aventus. I think I'll say Bond number 9 is a house, like you did.
Yeah.
Two people are just too quick to judge and put it
Yeah.
down. There were plenty of great fragrances within the house. You know, definitely maybe too many releases, but there are plenty
Yeah.
to love and own, in my opinion. And an underrated fragrance. I can't think of anything else. So, yes, that's it.
All right,
To be
we're gonna end it
continued.
here.
I'm really stumped. I really can't think. Help me. I chat with you often. Is there something that I've mentioned in passing or something that I...
Maybe a Tom Ford private blend that you really like. Maybe it was discontinued.
I loved Venetian Bergamot. And that got slammed.
It did.
And going back to a story I told you privately before about when I love something, they went to the opposite. That was one of them. That was another one.
That one.
It wasn't up to par with a lot of the other heavy hitters in the collection, but I thought it was really good.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it, and I don't have a bottle, but I have a rather large decant of it that I did in a split with someone. So.
And I like it. I like it a lot.
Do you?
I think it's great. Yeah.
It's a little floral for you, no?
Not Venetian Bergamot.
No, okay,
no,
cool.
Probably Vert Bohème or like those Vert Fleur. Those are pretty floral. But,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyways.
Or Florida Portofino.
Florida Portofino. That one is actually pretty good. I would wear that. Anyways.
He's wondering why the hell I'm cracking up. I just thought of something. My bad. I'll tell you later.
Okay. In any case, I'm secretly hoping Manny and Chad do a second installment of this. I know they've done a few rapid fire Q&A videos, but this was actually a lot of fun to film. So this video is probably a little bit longer than anticipated, but hey, I think it's fine. I think it's great. So I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you very much, Manny and Chad, for tagging me and allowing me the opportunity to bring along my friend Carlos for it. Should we tag somebody?
Sure.
I'll leave it up to you.
Tag somebody on film right this minute?
Yeah.
Let's give it. Oh, it's a Big E, Imitsu.
All right. Yeah. Alrighty, so we would like to see you answer these questions in a video. I hope you have just as much fun filming it as we did filming it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for future videos, top 10s, more fragrance reviews, unboxings, and a lot of other fragrance related content. So remember, we smell well so you can smell good, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Peace.